This is the required course menu and start here section that you guys are all familiar with because everybody's been through Blackboard training, and most of you have used this in hybrid or online classes. And so if you're just starting teaching with Blackboard or have been teaching Web Enhanced and have not been using this format, now's the time to switch over. And so I just want to remind everybody else of some of the particulars of this structure and show you a couple of different examples and approaches. So when students first come into the class, they go to the announcement section. And so that's the first thing that needs to be in the class is at the beginning of the term, a welcome announcement. And then we want to encourage you to post weekly announcements so that students are always aware that you're there, you're paying attention, and you are teaching them, and that you are accessible. So the welcome announcement gives them the reminder to go to the Start Here section first, because that's where the syllabus will be. If this is an online class that you're teaching, they know that from badge training. But hybrid students have not had badge training, and they might go into Blackboard before they meet you in class. And so giving them some direction in the welcome announcement is helpful to them. The welcome announcement also sets the tone for the class. It's the first thing that they see, and so it should be encouraging and friendly, and again reminding them that you are here to teach and help them. All right, and then the Start Here section includes a read this first document, and that is similar to what you would say on the first day of class to an on-campus class. Give them information about any particular policies that you have, preferred ways of contacting you, course materials that they need, anything that you would say in class on the first day to a regular class. All right, then the instructor introduction. For Tier 1, this is going to be a video, and so I'll show you some examples of those in a little bit. For anyone who hasn't completed Tier 1 yet and still wants to go ahead and put an instructor introduction in, it can be a text and audio recording, a Voki, or there's other ways of doing that. All right, and then the syllabus with the information that Tammy sends out each semester, particular to distance ed, and the printable list of assignment due dates. All right, because in the past, that was the main problem that students brought to us. I'm in this online class, and I can't figure out when anything's due. And so this helps us help the students, and it helps the students succeed in the class, which is the goal of this QEP, more student success and retention. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do the printable list of assignment due dates as well. All right, and so then under the Start Here folder on the menu, we have the classroom where all of the class content is located. Under the required menu items, you can add a subdivider by clicking on the plus and choosing subdivider or divider line, and that'll go right there. And then you can click the plus again and add a course tool such as the calendar or discussion board, or you can add a content area, which will allow you to add blank pages, tests, videos, supplemental material, anything that you want to. And so this is where we recommend putting things that don't fit into the classroom structure that we're asking for. And so if it doesn't belong in a module or a unit or a week, if it's something like plagiarism guide or the tutoring, the smart thinking tutoring that is used in online classes, then it doesn't necessarily belong in week 1 or unit 1. because they need to be accessing it all throughout the term. And so it would go over here on the left-hand menu. All right, so some examples of the assignment due date process. All right, so this is one of our pilot courses from this semester. This was Paul Visentainer's Math 1111, and students come into the class with this very nice, helpful, friendly welcome announcement. It instructs them to proceed to the Start Here folder, or Start Here menu item. And the instructor video is in here. We're going to come back and look at that in a little bit. The course due dates are listed here. All the specific dates for each assignment and each unit. And then he's also got the printable PDF attached. All right, so that's very helpful to students. They can print it out and cross off each item as they progress through the course each week. All right, another way of including course due dates, after you've already added all of your content to your course, is to go to Course Tools, click on the Date Manager, and you only get this screen the very first time you run this. So I'm going to click List All Dates for Review. All right, and so here are all my due dates for the semester. I might have some announcements or other items in here that have a start and end date. And so if I want to, I can remove those. I don't want those two announcements. I just want these graded assignments to show up. All right, so there's their list of due dates for the semester. I can take a screenshot of it now and paste it as an image, insert it as an image onto a blank page in the Start Here folder. Okay, the next part of the course organization plan in Tier 1 is the classroom structure. And so everyone's classroom has to be set up in either units, modules, weeks, or projects. And inside those folders, the unit folders, the module folders, the week folders, or the project folders, you can choose any organizational method you want to. This top level, the orange one, is the only one that's required. So I'll show you what those look like in these pilot courses. Because people using units or people using modules can still have different looking classrooms. And so this classroom is set up in modules, and it has the student learning outcomes on the outside of the folder, and then inside of the folder there's the module overview, which tells them how long each assignment takes approximately in this unit, and how much of their grade this unit will count. and then the instructional materials, and then the assignments. All right, so that's just one example of how modules can be used. To look at Paul's class, his is a very different looking class. He uses units, and so it's just a word different. Units or modules. And on the outside of his folder, he has his instructional video introducing each unit. And so all of the units are set up similarly. He has the learning outcomes in a different format on the outside of each folder. And then inside each unit, he has the overview, which gives the plan of action, what assignments they'll be doing, when they're going to be doing them, a little bit about each. The assignments, the links to the third-party site, My Math Lab, some extra supplemental instructional tools, and a discussion board and a test. And so inside each unit folder, he has the same plan of action, the same content within each unit. All right, so those are the two parts of the organizational part of Tier 1. The second part of Tier 1, after the course is set up and the organizational plan has been put in place, is to create an instructor video. And this video can be done by Mark Laracy. He can create a very professional looking video. And I will show you Paul's example here.
Welcome to Math 1111 College Algebra Online at Augusta Technical College. My name is Paul Vizentainer, and I'll be your teacher for this particular term.
Okay, so Paul goes on there to tell students a little bit about himself and orient them to the class. Go over the syllabus with them, tell them what is going to be expected of them in each unit, tell them about getting to the third-party site, anything that he would tell his students in the first day of class, except for compressed into 3 to 6 minutes. So, lengthy content that students need, like, detailed instructions for accessing My Math Lab, those belong in an attachment or something that students can print or read or come back to. This is just an overview giving them a general idea of what to expect during the semester, and particularly during the first week. All right, so those are the requirements of Tier 1, having the course organization in your class and creating an introduction video. Again, you can ask Mark to film it for you in that nice professional looking format, or you can use an iPad or a webcam or something to create your own. We have several instructors who have already finished Tier 1, and some have used Mark, and others have used OfficeMix, which allows you to put a PowerPoint up here, and you can put your syllabus on it, and then a webcam up here of you explaining the syllabus. And so you only have to appear in some slides. They don't need to see you on all of the slides if you're doing a PowerPoint. But you do have to have your image and your voice in your video. It needs to be 3 to 6 minutes in length. And after you have completed the organization and the video, then you go back into the DEIR course, you fill out the form saying that you've done it, and your stipend check will be included in your next paycheck. And then you can come back and start on Tier 2. let us know if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing all of the great stuff that you do with us.